It's what day is it? Does it matter? Thursday today, isn't it? I can't even remember what date it is today. It's June something. I know June 13th is gone. That's National Pigeon Day, and funny enough, that's my oldest son's birthday as well. And so it's National Father's Day for me too. It's when I become a father on the 13th of June. And I was a bit busy that day. Yeah. Mark's recognised me. Parakeets up there, beautiful sunny day. Lilacs growing bigger and bigger. I think they're pleased to see me. I didn't have time to see him yesterday because I was in Southampton. Come on, Mark, on my lap, on my knees, whatever. So yeah, I was busy yesterday as well because I went to see my mother in Southampton. Come on, Mark. Come on. Where's Perky gone? Right, here's Perky. Right, let's take my glasses off. Right, let's get sorted out here. You know, there's only 4 of them. Where's Sally? Come see Sally. Come on then. What's wrong with you? I think they're a bit, I don't know why they're behaving a little bit shy with me. Come on, you know me. You recognise me now. That's Mr. Red. Get here. Up here. Perky. Perky, up here. Sometimes when I call them names, they come straight up, don't they? Right. Perky. Here's another one. That's quite a baby one, really. I think that's quite new. Same age as Sally, and I ain't got a name for that one. Shall I call that one? Come on. Up on my lap, Mark. I think he only comes on my lap when he's really starving, to be honest with you. Come on, Mark. Here he comes. Come on, Mark. Come on. Mark. Mark, come on. See? He knows his name. Come on, Mark. Happy Mark. Yeah, I'm a professional pigeon feeder now. I've been feeding them for a long time, and like I say, it does bring me a lot of happiness, to be honest with you. I quite enjoy it, you know. But I'll be honest with you, I've been through quite a difficult time in the past, do you know what I mean? I was happily married and then suddenly lost my wife and then lost my house. And my wife stole my keys off my ring. And then she's phoned the police up on me. This is 20 years back, do you know what I mean? And all I was telling my children stories, do you know what I mean? And working hard. Look how dirty Mark is. Really quite dirty. You need the bath, Mark. You know, I was telling my children stories. My children, it's magical, do you know what I mean? You know, but my wife wasn't happy. Come on, Mark. At the end of the day, you know, I was working hard while she was busy having fun, I think, you know, or getting bored, I don't know, do you know what I mean? You know, and I was doing jobs that I didn't really like doing at that time, do you know what I mean? I had a job at Tesco's. I was working there for 3 years, you know, and I didn't enjoy that job really, you know, but I had to do it to get the money, do you know what I mean? And sometimes it's a bit of a mistake, you know. I was trying to get, then I got another job, do you know what I mean? So 13 years I was with this woman, and to be honest with you, I loved her. You know, I was giving her everything I could. You know, I'm a really, really kind man, to be honest with you, do you know what I mean? And I was giving my children everything, you know. I was bought them a bed each, do you know what I mean? And I was building my home up, and I think we had 4 homes together, and the last home we had together was really, really beautiful, you know, had a big garden, you know, it was perfect for us. And I lived there 3 years, you know, doing the garden up, absolutely beautiful garden, honestly. You know, I was so lucky actually, because it's the first garden I ever had in my life. And then, whilst I was busy sort of working hard, you know, doing all the hours possible, she was busy sort of filing for divorce. You know, and then I went to my brother's, you know, to get away from her for a little while, whatever, you know, just to give her a break. And then she took the keys off my ring. And then every time because I had to go a long way to go to my brother's to live, do you know what I mean? I was a long way away, about 30, 50 miles away. So So it's really difficult for me to go and see my children, you know, but when I did, she'd phone the police up on me every time. And they come and force me away from my own house. Do you know what I mean? Then I ended up going, you know, I get custody of them, right? My children. And, you know, it's just been a nightmare. I didn't even go to the first court case, if you sort of mean, yeah? And because she didn't notify about me because I wasn't even living there, do you know what I mean? So, you know, and then I didn't make it to the first court case, and the absolute coming through, it was just disgusting the way she did it, do you know what I mean? And I did everything to her, and she's taking everything away from me. And then she took my, you know, because the doctors put me on a bit of medication back then, 20 years ago, well, 15 years ago, because I was getting so stressed, right? And then I did tell my wife, because I had to phone her to do with custody and all that with my children, and you know, I had a brain seizure and things at that time, honestly, you know, and the doctor put me on some medication. She said, oh, what medication you were on, and I told her, and she took my children away. So then I went to solicitors and things, and they didn't help me, do you know what I mean? I just didn't have no leg to stand on, you know. I was on my own, and I've had my children pulled away from me, do you know what I mean? And my children both love me. It's all upside down, the system, honestly. And then I got arrested for saying hi to my daughter from across the road. You know, how sick is that? When she was age 16. You know? How sick is that? So really, basically, I've been arrested 3 times. Get back here. 3 times now in the last 20 years, all to do with my wife. I didn't have a criminal record before, right? No criminal record, but I've got a criminal record. Well, get back here. We only had 5 pigeons, no Sally. But yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, you know, losing your children, you know. It's like, you know, it's like, they're like my white angel wings on my back, and they've chopped them off, you know what I mean? You know, we used to have so many magical times, but I've not seen my children for quite a while now. Get back here. You know, and the doctors are terrible, really, seriously. I don't even like them anymore, do you know what I mean? They're pathetic. They said I'm bipolar. And I wasn't bipolar when I was married, do you know what I mean? They said I'm bipolar only because I'm getting angry, do you know what I mean? That I've lost my house. So Parker's up there. Didn't really sit on my lap today though, did he? So it's not fun losing 2 children that you love. I used to take them to my mum's. I can't do that anymore now, do you know what I mean? I mean, they're adult now, but they're busy in college, and you know, I just haven't seen them for a long time. It's horrible what's happened, you know, to some people. I mean, there was a guy that broke into the Queen and climbed up to the gutter, and he broke into Buckingham Palace. There's back again. Yeah, and the same situation happened to him as it did to me. He had his children taken away from him, you know. I had my daughter, my little princess, and my son. It's been a nightmare for them too. It's really bad, and I've had about 13 court cases to do with all this over the last 20 years. And I missed the first one because she didn't notify me about the, you know, it's all a setup. It's all a big setup for some people. You know, it's like sometimes the kindest people lose. You know, sometimes you can be so kind that you're going to lose everything, you know. So I'm glad I'm not married anymore, to be honest with you, you know, but you know, there's no need to take children away and all that, you know. The children, I used to carry my daughter around on my back every day, you know, all the time. Yeah, so we only saw 5 pigeons today, unfortunately, but we didn't see Sally. So have a good day and love all birds. So I've just done my shopping. My suitcase is filled up with shopping now, and I just thought I'd add this in because just still Sally, she is there. I didn't really see her this morning, unfortunately. Sorry, someone
What?
walking past. So Sally is there, look at her, sitting down. I mean, that is Mark's. Mark and Yellowring used to sit there. I think she does belong to Mark, but we'll have to sort of, you know, I'll come back and keep an eye on them in the future, if you see what I mean, and give you updates. So that is Sally, but you can't really see her.
Yes, good do.
Well, you can, but she's sitting down, if you know what I mean, like a duck. So have a good day, love all birds, and be happy.